Hello, yes, I am Cody Webb. I look like if mayonnaise had feelings. I look like what that just sounded like. Yeah, the mayonnaise thing, it's true in more ways than one. All right, where's the speaker? Okay, no, that's just what I sound like apparently. All right, off to a great start, everyone, but that's fine. Let's see. All right, what's up? Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah! Never insult the sound guy. Because I feel like it's pretty obvious. But anyway. Yeah. All right. Anyway, next joke. I didn't plan for this, so I don't have a segue. So here we go. Next joke. You ever learn a completely innocuous fact that just messes with your head for several months? Because I have. And for me, that fact was trans women love computer science. That is the thing that messed with my head. And it's all types of trans women, but especially those who don't realize they're trans yet. Like, for whatever reason, going into computer science makes you realize things about yourself. Now, the reason this messed me up is because I'm a programmer, and I'm not the most masculine person in the world. So I was worried I might have to learn something about myself. But I want you to know, even if I were a woman, I wouldn't change anything about myself. Okay? I would keep dressing like this, and I wouldn't change my name. Why? Because I already have the perfect programmer name. Okay, my name is Cody Webb, and I code on the web! You want me to mess with perfection here? And for what? My own happiness? Ridiculous. Alright, like my name is a pun, and it's gonna stay that way, god damn it! Yeah. Alright? You can look at my name tag and know what my job is. I don't care about my mental health anymore. That's all I need. I mean, yeah, I don't care about my mental health. That's true. If I really cared about my mental health, I never would have become a comedian in the first place. So, at least there's that. So, funny story about that joke. About a year ago, I posted that joke to TikTok, because I am on TikTok, begrudgingly. And it went well. It did really well. So well, in fact, that a bunch of trans women started following me. And by a bunch, I mean literal thousands of trans women. But they all made it very clear that they were there to watch me transition. Not see if I transition. Watch the transition that was inevitably going to happen. Now, when this happened, I started having doubts about my gender. Not because I discovered anything about myself, but because when thousands of people tell you that you're wrong, and they know more than you, you're gonna at least reconsider. So what did I do? I started experimenting. I started seeing if I would like more feminine things, just to see if I would like if I were a woman. And the answer is, no, not really. But at least I can confidently now say that I am not a woman. Yeah, no, it was in question there for a little bit. Yeah, you have an existential crisis brought on by the comments section and then report back to me and be like, oh, haha, that's funny, Cody. Anyway, so what now? Not a woman, so that makes me a man, right? I mean, I'm a man in the same way that Kraft Singles is cheese. Like, it kind of looks like a man. A lot of people will call it a man. Wait, no, I mean cheese. Nobody's calling Kraft singles a man. That would be weird. Okay, yes, they call it cheese. But if you look inside, you will find absolutely nothing of substance. I'm mostly a man out of convenience at this point. Like, I'm in a weird situation, because I don't give a shit about my gender, so I'm probably some sort of non-binary. But at the same time, I give so few shits about my gender that I don't care enough to change the label. Like, it's just, I don't care. It's just, so I'm in a predicament. However, I actually do have an actual reason to stay in man mode. And that is because I don't want the comments to be right. Alright, you don't come into my comment section and call me an egg and then get what you want. No, I am going to win this. I am going to stay a man entirely out of spite. And that's how I need it to be. Like I said, I base my gender decisions on the fact my name is a pun. I don't make the best decisions. Okay, I feel like some of you don't believe me on the whole being a man thing. I feel like there are some of you that are like, yeah, she's in denial. So I think I know how to solve this. Let's talk about manly things. All right, that'll prove it. Let's talk about sports. Sports. That's about what I expected. Let's talk about the manliest thing there is, women's sports. I think it's really weird how basketball and baseball have the exact opposite solution to women playing their sports. Like with basketball, when women wanted to play, people in charge were like, hell yeah, come on in. We already got you a slightly smaller ball so you can grip it better. But women have slightly smaller hands, they're just making it proportional. That's fine, it's a good thing. It'd be weird if they made the ball bigger, but let's get into that later. But when women wanted to play baseball, the people in charge were like, yeah, you can play, but on a few conditions. One, we're going to call your sport softball so no one thinks you're manly. Two, we're going to start a rumor that all softball players are lesbians. Three, we're going to have you throw upside down. I don't know what that means. You figure it out. And four, here's a grapefruit. That's the ball now. Go fuck yourselves. Did that win the crowd over? Am I a man now? Everyone? Okay, everyone's convinced. All right. You will give me that I am a man, but I can also say I am not a bro. All right. I feel like that was also obvious just by looking at me, but I'm not a bro. But I did used to hang out with some bros back in high school before I developed a personality. And one of those days, I was hanging out with the bros, somebody asked the question. And ladies, if you don't know what the question is, it's, would you suck a dick for $1 million? That is the most important philosophical quandary for bros. That is the trolley problem for guys named Jason. Would you suck a dick for $1 million? And I was the only person who said yes. And I got made fun of mercilessly for that. But here's what I don't understand, okay? These are the same kind of guys that grew up to work 80 hours a week because they think they're the next Elon Musk. Right? That's the same group of people. So what I'm trying to figure out is, do these people believe in capitalism or not? Because I'm getting mixed signals. If you're not willing to give some sloppy toppy for $1 million in startup capital, then I'm sorry, you don't care about your business. What the hell happened, Trevor? You said you would do anything to get that startup money. You said that truck nuts for your TV was going to make you $1 billion. And you get the opportunity to fund that venture, and you let that opportunity waltz out the door with his pants around his ankles. Come on! It's pathetic. I mean, these guys, they're all about the rise and grind. But once that grinding's on another dude, no more Mr. Business! Come on, man. It's pathetic. If you want to succeed in life, you gotta be willing to take matters into your own hands. And also your mouth. And a little bit in the eye occasionally. I've heard. All right, it's been probably about 10 minutes. How are y'all doing? How are you doing? Doing good? Cool, yeah. It's nice being back in Eugene. So I grew up here. I grew up here, went to college at the U of O. I went to school for a year in Boston, and now I'm back in Oregon, but I'm up in Portland. So I lived my entire life in Oregon with the exception of a single year that I lived in Boston. Now, the people of Boston are not what I'm used to. All right, they are very blunt. They'll let you know exactly how they feel about you. Now, most people out here don't like this. They think it's rude. But I, as you may have noticed, am not a normal person. For many reasons, one of which I am autistic. And as an autistic person, do you realize how nice it is to live in a place where people give clear social signals? Do you have any idea how much easier aggressive is than passive aggressive? I could actually tell what people wanted for once. It was so nice. Now, if you haven't lived on both coasts, you're probably wondering what the hell I'm talking about. And that's fine. I'll give you some examples. I'll start with the West Coast. And if you're from the East Coast, don't worry, I will get to you. But y'all already get shit 3 hours before the rest of us. You can be patient for once. Alright, so West Coast. Let's say you're getting on a crowded bus or train, there's one seat left, there are already people standing, but you want to sit down. What you gotta do if you want to sit is look at the empty seat, look at the person next to the empty seat, very publicly look around the rest of the bus to make sure there's nobody more worthy of the seat than you. If there is, don't worry about it, you're not actually looking, it's just about the effort. And then you talk to the person who's sitting next to the seat and you say, hey, do you mind if I sit here? And if they're okay with it, then you sit down. On the East Coast, you just sit down.
Yes.
A simple solution to a simple problem. It's just, you want to know how I know the East Coast is different? Because I could actually have friends on the East Coast. It's nothing personal, all right? It's just if you're autistic, you can't have West Coast friends. Because people out here will hang out with you even if they don't like you. And they'll just space out when you talk until you get the hint. And I don't know if you know about people like me, we're not the best at getting hints. So it has been a frustrating existence. It genuinely upsets me how much better the East Coast is for people like me. Okay? You want to know why? Because I spent 15 years of my life trying to figure out how to communicate with people in a way that didn't make me look like an asshole. Meanwhile, I could have just moved to Boston and fit in perfectly. Do you have any idea how much easier my life would be if I was boss-distic? Ridiculous. It's just like, I could have used that 15 years. I could have learned. I could have, invented something that could have changed mankind. And what did I give y'all instead? Another white male comedian. Congratulations. So, like James said at the beginning of this set, I did just recently get married about 2 weeks ago. Very exciting. What can I tell you about my wife? Her name's Aurora. She's about yay tall. She's got brown hair. She's pansexual. At least that's what she told me when I caught her fucking that goat. Look, wait! Before you judge me, every comedian seems to have a hack joke about, oh, all pansexuals are attracted to pans. Well, I decided pansexuals, y'all deserve better, okay? A classier joke about Greek mythology. What else can I tell you about Aurora? We're in an open relationship. We're polyamorous, which means we're free to see other people as we see fit. One of these days, I will let her know about it. So I was secretly on Tinder the other day, scrolling through, making sure she didn't see me. And I found somebody on there who described themselves as a little old-fashioned. So I showed up to their parents' house with 6 chickens and a goat. And she got really mad at me for not bringing better livestock. Apparently she thought she was worth a cow, okay? I don't know what sort of funhouse mirror she was looking into, but she was not worth it. Okay, obviously these are all jokes, okay? I'm not cheating on Aurora. Aurora has not slept with a goat, to my knowledge. She's not even pansexual. But when I asked her if it was okay for me to tell these jokes, she said it was, because she's got a great sense of humor. It's one of the many things I love about her. Another thing I love, super attractive. All right, she is one of the curviest people you will ever meet. Just like, wow! I mean, she's very skinny, but she has scoliosis. So it counts. Oh my god, I just realized, when I said she's not even pansexual, I didn't mean to imply that, like, pansexuality is a joke or anything like that. It's just that Aurora's bi, and I needed the goat fucker joke to work. Like, I know bisexual and pansexual are different, but they're not different enough that I feel bad for lying about it. It's not my fault that all the hack jokes are about pansexuals. Okay, I can't control that. When other comedians start coming up on stage and going, why are bisexuals so attracted to leaving? Bisexual. Then I'll make the joke accurate. Until then, fuck you. I've got the microphone. I've got all the power. Reality is mine to mold and only my power. That didn't make sense. That's okay. You guys seen these, like, fake cakes? Well, no, the cakes are real, but they're like fake objects. You know what I'm talking about? You, like, cut open a human baby and it's like, oh my god, it's cake. Okay, maybe not that one, but you know what I'm talking about. With all of these cakes that are pretending to be other objects, I have invented a new product, okay? And you are going to be the first people to hear about it. It's called I Can't Believe It Is Butter. That's it. That's that joke. That was the entire lead-up. That joke was 30 seconds of lead-up and then 3 seconds of actual joke. And that's fine. All right, I am going to end off with this.
Thank you.
Heroin's a big problem. You know, light stuff to end the set. Heroin's a big problem. Especially in rural areas, like farms. But you'll never hear about it because they keep hiding their needles in the haystack. Thank you so